Hello, I'm Chris Solo, and welcome to the realms of Ukodor, where I've gathered my friends to play some Dungeons & Dragons. But before we get started, let's go ahead and dive into our announcements. We are affiliates, so go ahead and show your support by hitting that subscribe button. You can also show your support by donating bits, and what you can get with those bits are healing potions, inspiration, and some other items. You can check the Ukodor menu down below. Also, a big portion of those proceeds from bits, donations, and subscriptions goes to the Game Academy. You can go ahead and click the red box down below. They're a 501c3 nonprofit that uses tabletop gaming to help youth and teen with social and academic issues. So by supporting us, you're also supporting a great cause. Guys, we're going to KublaCon.
KublaCon!
Saturday. Holy shit stacks. So, if you don't know what we are going to do, we are going to KublaCon. It's a convention this weekend at SFO. So if you're in the area and you want tickets, go ahead and check out the link down below that our beautiful sponsor Infectious is posting. You can get a discount on the ticket. I think there's still room inside the space for the live audience. All really, really excited. Jeremy's going to die today.
I started it.
So this is the culmination of the first major arc of the realms of Ukodor. And every time that someone claps when I clap, they're going to die. Just what's going to happen. So, yes, so this is going to be a really big event. The 5 of my players here are going to go ahead.
That was Torque. It wasn't Farmer.
Mm-hmm. And Eric Torque is at home sick, so we wish that he gets better for this weekend.
Miss you, buddy.
It's going to be a really, really, really fun show tonight.
And
you're trapped right now, so that's just going to be super interesting.
Oh, yeah, I'm just going to eat my chow mein. It's fine.
Anyway, so, yeah. So also a big shout out to our sponsors, Griffin Co. The sets that you will see tonight and also at KublaCon will be from them. You see all the set pieces and the little bits that go with it. Griffin Co. will also be there if you are in person during KublaCon. You can meet them as well. Another big shout out to our friends over at Master Monk Gaming. You can show the beautiful dice tray over there. Dice tray responsibilities. There you go. You can go ahead and check them out as well. And our last but not least, our friends over at Ether Studios. They currently have a Kickstarter going on called The Swamp of Sorrows. If you caught our show on Monday, you saw the beautiful set pieces that we used. That our players almost died by the hands of a Hydra, which was fun.
Until we didn't.
And then we killed it.
And then you killed it, finally. Yes. So,
Oh.
our beautiful little
Oh.
promos.
Aw.
Our new Ukodor shirts.
Ooh.
Can we see the back?
Oh, you can see the back.
Oh,
Ooh.
Oh, you
Ooh.
So,
Wow.
Ah.
We will also, if people are interested in the shirts, we'll eventually start giving away some Ukodor shirts. We'll slowly be creating more, and our merch pile will grow. Yeah,
Those are the right words.
those are the right words.
Merch pile.
Merch pile. That's what we're going to call it, merch pile.
Our
So,
merch
if
pile.
you all are super excited to watch a TPK tonight and watch the players reroll for the epic event on Saturday, join us
Can't
for the
wait.
next chapter of the
Realms
Realms.
of
Ukodor.
I can't swim.
Torque, Goliath Barbarian.
I am Denahi, a tiefling sorcerer.
I am Barakabu, monk of the Honored Palm.
Jadobi, a half-elven druid. Welcome to the realms of Ukodor.
Yeah, that was dumb. I almost stopped the stream. It hasn't been a long day, I swear to God. Also, if
we're
we
back.
do get to...
Oh.
If we do get to 2,575 followers, we will do a video game giveaway. And also, at any time that any of our beautiful players here roll a natural 1, we will go ahead and do a Crit Happens Griffin Co.
It'll be
coupon giveaway for 25% off at their shop. So stick around for that. And I'm done talking. Let's hear what the narrator has to say about last week.
Chapter 43, Guidance. Bound and shackled, our heroes are led through the city amidst jeering crowds as the crier calls out of their purported crimes. The party is accused of assaulting the king and the high priest. The guards lead them further, and Jadobi hears the sounds of nature. A guard admonishes Torque, and the big man retaliates, though chained. In this moment, Barakabu feels that one of his manacles is loose. He feigns a fall and jerks hard, breaking his hand free. He hides this as he rises. As they continue along, the party hears new and unfamiliar voices call out to the guards. Barakabu strikes while the distraction plays out, taking down the guard nearest him. Torque rages and breaks free of his shackles. Jadobi manages to free himself as well and removes his gag. The party begins fighting back alongside their new allies, with an old friend joining in. Farland, too, has tracked them here and assists from the shadows. Just as the allied force begins to overcome the guards, the men transform. Demons like those Jaren summoned tear through the bodies of the men and launch a powerful offensive. One of the new allies falls in the melee, a beautiful elven woman, and the gnome and other elven women who seem to be rescuing our friends rush to her side as she dies. The party regroups, and the gnome opens a magical portal to a campsite where everyone takes an earned respite. Around the camp, the gnome introduces himself as Garrick, accompanied by Doris and his now departed wife, Lita. He explains that Helia sent them with special instructions to look after Boo. Boo is troubled by the idea that anyone should be risking their own safety for him, and that he was foolish enough to lose Denahi to Jaren. As they rest, Garrick reveals that they are heading next to the prison, where Jadobi may find his mother. He also provides Torque some clues that Jaren may have had a hand in the demise of his clan. A detachment of royal guards crosses the party's path, and they follow stealthily, finding their way into the prison. Suddenly, Aros takes control of Jadobi's body. "My daughter!" he cries out, and massacres the prison guards. As the last of them falls, a familiar voice calls out to Jadobi. "Morinson?"
I hate autoplays so much. Alright, so we are in the giant steel box prison. There are over hundreds of civilians in these jail cells. There is no sign of Denahi yet. What are the four of you and Torque doing?
So the three of you and Torque.
Yes.
Yes.
And you get a sense that Tall is no longer with you. She is dead. Lobo ate her.
She is.
This has been really great. Lots of fun. I'm just gonna go.
Anyway.
I just heard my elven name called out, so I'm going to look towards the familiar voice.
And you look, and in that one cell, and they're very, very small cells, maybe 20 by 20, but there's 30 plus people just packed in there. And you watch as the civilians and lords and ladies of the Lord Quarter of Tydean, they start to kind of part, and walking up to you is a very dirty, worn, battered and bruised your mother.
Battered and bruised.
Hello, son.
I rush to the cage.
She comes out and her hand goes through and kind of just grazes your face.
Are you all right? Are you okay?
Yes. And she takes a glance at the throbbing gem on your arm.
It's a long story. I'm gonna check for keys on the guards that we mutilated.
Okay. Do an investigation check.
We found keys?
No, last time we checked for keys and he told us there was no actual locks on the cages, remember?
Well, you just reminded me. There's no doors on these cages.
Not that you can see.
Ask your mother if she saw how they open and close these.
Well, I think she probably just heard you.
Oh.
Mother?
I'm busy right now. Please fuck off. No, we all just woke up in here. We don't know how we got in here.
And just DM for a visual, could you tell them what my mom looks like? Like what they see? What we see?
I mean, you can tell them.
Oh, you won't? Oh, sure. Okay. We see a bit older version of my sister. The hair is a lot longer. It's blonde. When it gets to the bottom, it goes white, curly. Very piercing green eyes. Very, very fair. If she wasn't dirty and bruised. And she's probably wearing a gown that's colored wine with silver and gold embroiderment on it. It's probably tattered.
It's still very, she's doing a very conscious effort of trying to keep everything as neat and proper as possible.
Okay.
While other people have kind of just given up and just sitting there, she's still making a point of maintaining her status.
Of course she is, of course. Did you already answer if... No, you just woke up in here. That's what she said. Okay. Well, let me see. How big is the cell? Like when I look in and I look at the crowd, like how big?
For her cell, like I said just a second, it was 25 feet by 20, something like that. And there's dozens of cells like this. And if you recall, it's metal on the floor and on the top.
Yes.
Torque, with the chains that we were in, could you and I pull this from the bottom and break one of the cell doors?
We can try.
Okay. Wrap it around.
Can you roll a strength check for Torque?
He struck me with his dice.
Abuse.
Doesn't sound like Torque.
19 for Boo.
19.
24 for total.
Okay, between the two of you, you start. You're pulling and you're pulling. You both make dex saves, please.
14?
14? 8. So you're pulling and you're watching as the muscles in both Boo and Torque are just rippling, and you watch. The chain snaps. You almost fall. You actually do fall prone. You take 2 points of bludgeoning damage because you go back pretty far. The chain snaps.
Sorry, Jadobi.
Oh.
That was my only idea so far.
Eros, I'm gonna try to will him into a great axe.
Okay.
Stand back, Mom.
Okay. Go for attack.
Oh no! Oh, a natural 1. Can you believe it?
Wow.
Can you believe it?
What happened?
Wow.
So it wasn't me. It was the person who said it was going to be me.
Yep, that was me. Yep, I own it. I claim it.
So as you crack on it, the vibrations kind of it doesn't cause any damage, but doesn't do anything.
I'm gonna try again.
Jadobi, did you say Aros?
You know the name, huh?
My father's name was Aros.
He's... Yes. Zelarosian. And I'll just see what happens. I like hold it up to the...
She reaches out and she touches the bracer, and she kind of like jerks back a little bit. And you hear and she hears. This is just like an internal conversation. It's very, very short, but you hear Aro say, "Hello, my daughter. I am sorry I was not there." She doesn't say anything. You watch as several tears roll down. You've never seen your mom like soft like that. You watch as a couple tears. She comes back, kind of touches her mouth, and steps back a little bit.
Yes, it's quite a story.
For another time, then.
Yes.
None of these guards could be resuscitated, could they?
I don't think so.
Not like the ones I destroyed.
I thought Boo just knocked out the two that he attacked. Or did I kill them? I can't recall.
I think they're dead. I can't remember.
Do I feel like there's magic on these bars?
Roll Arcana check. Or investigation.
Let's see what we got. Arcana. That's gonna be a 17 plus 1, so 18. Arcana.
They do have some sort of magic essence. You can tell that. But also at a closer glance, it does seem like the entire cell is made out of some sort of magical lead.
Magical lead.
Jadobi's mom.
Yes. Barakaboo, right?
You tell your mom about me?
No, I've been watching.
She has ways.
Oh. You probably know about a lot of stuff from around the world, right?
Yes, you can say that with my age.
If you study this arcane lock that I stole forever ago from a guy called Roman who was locked up with it, would it help you figure out how to open this?
Unfortunately, none of my magic works in here.
No.
I see. I'm gonna...
Can you make a constitution save?
I'm gonna try something. I am going... Give me 1 second.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Dispel Magic on the bars.
Okay. So you go to cast Dispel Magic, and it's not like the magic isn't allowed in here per se. but there's something stronger that you watch as the arcane energy in your hands starts to kind of sparkle a little bit and then just fizzles out. Nothing happens.
What is this?
Jadobi.
Do I know, would I have any kind of hint to why that would be?
Do an intelligence check.
What's the composition of the floor?
The same as the cell on the ceiling. It's like a giant metal box with cells in it.
Do I see anything that might be the source of this magic, like any sort of,
Make a perception check.
15 total?
15?
Yeah.
What was your question again?
Do I know why the magic didn't take?
Your best guess, seeing Jaren's magic, that he's got a pretty strong hold on certain things within the city.
Mm-hmm.
He might be behind this.
Okay.
But if, the two stronger guys try to even just bend the bars, nothing happens. You take a whack at it with Aros, nothing happens. Magic isn't working here. It seems like you're not getting her out of here right now. You can keep trying, but that's what you assess.
It was a 22%.
22. You don't see any idols or anything, but you do see several humanoids piled up. Oh, this was a space. No,
Yeah.
still here. So, this was a doorway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The door was closed. You do see, because all these cells are all full of people. You do see several bound people piled that look like they're possibly dead, and you start to see movement in there.
Jadobi,
Yes.
come over here with me. Let's examine this further. I'm seeing some movement from these people bound over here.
I walk over to him.
And together we go to investigate it.
Okay. Are you moving stuff, or are you just doing an investigation check?
I'm taking a closer look and seeing what might need to be moved.
I'm helping him, so you get advantage.
Well, that's good because that was a terrible roll. That was a worse roll. So
Oh no.
it's 11.
11.
Or excuse me. 10
It looks like there's a body moving inside of the pile of.
I'll reach
Dead
in
bodies.
and try to pull the body out.
Okay, so you reach in as someone helping him. Strength checks.
Yes. I have a question for you. Would it be better for us to both roll, or one just get advantage?
I don't like the advantage on most things.
Okay,
'cause it doesn't
all right. Then I'll roll
logically
two.
make sense. I like two people doing it, and I'll take an average traditionally.
Okay. Ooh.
7.
7.
Wait, hold up. Well, and this was a athletics check, yeah?
Strength.
Strength. My strength, I think it's like a +1. So 12.
12.
No. 11.
11. So between the two of you, you're able to pull this body out. And as you pull her out, you reveal Paul, covered in blood and all sorts of other excrements piled with these dead bodies.
How did she get here? I thought
That is what I would like to know.
She does look pretty battered and beaten. I didn't update your thing. Can you take 35 points off of your
Oh my.
Yeah.
thing? You were knocked unconscious. The last thing that you remember, because you and Farland saw.
The orc camp.
Carrying.
Thayet. You
Thayet.
saw them carrying Thayet, and you were staying there scouting while he went to go get help. And
69.
and probably about a dozen or more orcs saw you. You killed maybe half of them, but it was too much, and then someone knocked you out, and then you're waking up
Here I
here.
am. Great.
Left for dead is the assumption.
Seeing that she is very battered and beaten, I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on her. Which is 1d.
Well, that's
Am I conscious?
You have healing?
Well, Farland does.
You were just waking up, which is why they started moving.
Tallulah?
No.
You get a whopping 3 points back.
Good job.
Better than nothing.
What happened to you? How'd you get here?
I don't know. Orcs, maybe.
I help her up to her feet. Does she have her items on her? With her?
You can do an investigation check. It's not on her body right now.
23.
23. There's a pile of weapons that I'm sure her stuff is in there on the other side of the doorway. Friend of yours?
Yes, Mom.
No.
No? Who is it?
Doris.
Sorry. Yes, she is. She helped us.
She turns and tries to open the gate.
God. Alright. So
I was incorrect. Actually, you get 2 more back because I forgot to add my modifier.
Oh, great.
good job. Proud of you.
She got a problem with orcs?
No, I don't think it's that. No. I'm gonna. While they're gonna do what they're gonna do, I'm gonna take a look around to see if I see like any magic runes or anything.
Yeah. You roll a Arcana or investigation or a perception check.
Did you say that you saw my stuff somewhere?
Yes, it's right over there.
Oh, thanks.
I'll help you, Tallulah.
Thank you.
When I left you, we had cleared out the orc camp. So, were you just taken by surprise, or were you ambushed?
Yes.
I suppose that could be both things. No one plans to be ambushed.
That's correct.
I planned it once.
How did that work out for you?
As expected.
11. Nothing that sticks out. Jadobi, I don't know if we're gonna get these people out right now.
I've been thinking the same thing. I think maybe if we go in the other tunnels, we might be able to find something to let them out. I'm guessing.
Doris and I will stay here. We'll guard the people.
Thank you, Jaren.
All right.
Who are these people?
New friends.
I see.
They helped me free them from the King's Guards.
Oh. Okay.
Witchcraft. Let's get out of here.
Also, I'm just gonna take a look at Tallulah's eyes. What do I see?
All right.
Okay, making sure. Can't be too sure. All right, cool. All right, Mother, I'll be back. Okay, we'll be back.
I'll be here.
All right. Love you.
Jadobi, you think we should have a little talk about what Diet told us?
Yes, I think we should.
Before we get into anything too deep.
Yes, maybe not here, but we should.
Can you make a Constitution save?
Is this the false diet that you speak of?
Yeah, I guess so. But
we're gonna talk and walk.
Tired of this witchcraft.
Me too. I am as well.
Slower.
Yeah. Too much Red Bull. All right, get out of here. Torque swings on Farland. Oh my God! Natural 20. Damn it! I wasted it.
Farland dies.
All right, so I know that this is the passageway to here. Is this a door outward? It is. What does this door look like?
Like a big old metal door.
Do I see keyholes or anything?
There's a locking mechanism on it.
I'll open it.
Go for it.
I'm just gonna open the door.
It opens.
Yeah.
Yeah. You should always try to do that first.
Yes, that was the idea. All right, and we're gonna go.
It's
through the
clear.
door.
You're a smart one, Brockaboo.
I'm very wise.
Barakabu, go first. It's to scout for us. We'll be behind you. I'm gonna be 30 feet behind him.
Yeah, go ahead. Roll perception or
I
spell check.
knock an arrow in preparation for what might lie ahead.
I follow right behind him. We all percepting? Is that okay?
I don't know yet.
23.
Was that stealth?
Are we
Pass without a trace on everyone.
Is Jeremy still there?
Oh, 34 then.
Actually, maybe Farley can do it, so I don't have to waste a spell slot. But maybe I will do it. I don't care.
No, I'll do it because I
Is
don't
that-
use spells nearly as much.
Is that plus 10?
Yes, to your stealth.
I pass without a trace, adding 10 to everyone's stealth checks.
Okay.
Thank you.
33.
And I get 36.
Plus I'm silently footstepping, so yeah.
27.
Dancing and 27. Okay.
Yes.
Right. So you make it down the stairwell. It goes down maybe 50 feet or so and comes down to broken, kind of dilapidated stone that was built at one time but has now been kind of destroyed.
Is there a banister on the stairwell? I ride down the banister.
Very silently, all the way down.
Just like
You all
Tony
watch.
Hawk style, grinding it.
We're only 20 to 25 feet away from him.
Hey, did you roll one for torque?
No,
I did not. That's a good reminder. Thank you.
That's what I do.
So let's see. He
Opportunities.
does not have very good stealth.
Does not. Plus 10.
Plus 11 because he has plus 1.
Oh.
So he got 27 total.
Nice.
Aw.
Damn, super stealthy.
Okay, so
He disappeared last game.
he did.
Almost
He
like-
got like 45 or something. So the five of you scale down the steps, slowly catching up to Barakbu, who slid down the banister. You are now at the bottom, the base of this stairwell that is, again, the stairwell and the walls around the stairwell was all finely crafted stonework, and now comes to an archway that starts with stonework and goes to rock. And there's a tunnel that kind of goes out that is just cave.
Single tunnel, not like branching.
Correct.
Do I know anything about these being from here?
Roll a history check.
-1.
Huh.
12.
12. You've never been in this part of the city. You didn't even, like, when you watch the orcs take Thayet around, they, because you know what the coast looks like, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, where's the city map? So, you know this coast to be just treacherous and there's no path, but you literally watched them walk through, like, a false wall of some sort to somewhere else. So there's stuff about this area that you were not aware of.
Gotcha.
Do you want to share that?
Onward?
That I don't know anything about this?
Oh,
I don't know anything about this.
Hold a moment, Barakbu. I don't think whoever uses these tunnels would want us or anyone else following them. So I think I'm going to look for traps, just in case. And I cast Find Traps, which means within 120 feet that I can see, I detect any sort of, alarm or mechanical trap.
So this is the tunnel. Roughly 15 feet wide, 100 feet or so. You see maybe half a dozen to a dozen glowing marks throughout the space. You can see a relatively... You have to be very careful walking around the different triggers and traps. Some are wire trip, some are pressure plated, some are triggered off the side of the wall, but you do watch as this entire hallway almost glows.
Did you just cast Find Trap?
I did.
I'm so proud of you.
I'm so angry.
Good call.
It's alright. Just save them for later.
And so before we walk forward, I point out the traps to them so that they can very deftly avoid them.
I put my hand on his shoulder.
In fact, friends, follow me as I navigate through the tunnel.
Before he does, I put my hand on his shoulder. You're so awesome. You have a lot of tricks.
So please explain to me specifically how you were going through this space.
All right. So,
Like what the order is, what...
I'm right behind
I
Farland.
need Jadobi. Please.
and I think it makes sense for the largest of us, our friend Torque here, to stay pretty close to me as well, so that he doesn't inadvertently step on any traps.
Fair.
So I think marching order should be me, then Torque, and then
I'm always behind
whatever
Torque.
order is.
Jesus
Then
Christ.
Jadobi is behind Torque. And
Alright, say that again. So Farland, Jadobi.
Jadobi.
Okay. Nix and Boo.
Ooh, Nix. Nix is here?
I'm holding the next character.
Oh, I see.
Tallulah.
How long is the tunnel?
120 feet, maybe.
Are there traps on the walls?
Mm-hmm. There's traps on the walls, the ceilings, and the floor, all the way around.
So, to clarify then, the ones on the edges of the walls are the ones that are wall activated?
Yes, some of them are proximity activated. So, and you'll know that we'll do a series of checks. Some you have to duck. Some, I'm not going to sit there and draw a 3D model of it, but yes.
You can.
Then, kind of moving in a chain, everyone putting their hand on the person in front of them and then mimicking that person's movement as they go. I will then proceed through the path I deem most appropriate. So I'm going to start by going to the left of the first trap.
Say that one more time.
I'm going to start by going to the left of the first trap.
The left of the first trap.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you roll? Can you roll? What would this be? I'll do acrobatics. Acrobatics check. Eric was saying in chat that he just wants to jump to the end. And I was like, really? He was like, no.
Oh.
I mean, if that's how he wants me to play him.
You can just throw each of us to the end of the
He just wants to trigger all. He wants to go into a rage and trigger all the traps, and hopefully not die. And you guys will be good.
No, we need to be quiet. No.
It was an 18 acrobatics.
I think Torque and I could do that with our combined HP.
Okay, so everyone's following you. Okay, so that's your first acrobatics check. Can you make one for Torque? Can you make one? Can everyone make an acrobatics check?
Natural 20.
Natural 20. Okay.
15 for
natural
Torque.
1.
Oh no! Maybe we can.
It was me.
Eventually.
You look too happy about it. I don't like it.
16 for me, acrobatics.
16. What's Torque?
15.
15.
Oh, that's the wrong one.
Okay. So as you get around the first bend, so we're gonna essentially do 4. Right. So it's gonna be 1 check, 2 check, 3 check, and the 4th is out. Okay.
Okay.
So the first check, you were able to, you step over the first tripwire, point to it. Everyone's pointing to it. You're being quiet because some of the things are sound or voice activated. Literally, there's all sorts of different. Any trap you can think of is in this hallway right now. So you're ducking. You're kind of squeezing through. It's just like, an awesome movie with
I'll remember later.
Sean Connery.
Entrapment.
James Bond.
What?
It's like the scene with Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Yes.
The laser gun.
But more scary. So anyway,
the one where the dog plays chess. The kid what?
Okay. Anyway. So Farland, you're able to squeeze through. Torque follows you. Jadobi kind of a little bit squeezes through. Tallulah comes in. She goes to step down, not really paying attention, about to hit the trap. Barakabu grabs her foot, lifts it up off the ground, and
Thanks, mate.
guides. Oh.
I said it.
16 to hit.
Oh my god!
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Not at all.
Okay. As you go, thanks, mate, and you. It's actually pretty good. As you turn to him and you say that, you watch a little shape inside of a hole in the wall, and you're able to dodge out of the way, and it hits the wall next to you. Second check, please. Acrobatics, everyone. Plus Torque. Well, first you, and then everyone else. But yes.
Total of 24 for Farland.
Okay.
14. God, I wish that was Torque's roll because he has shitty acrobatics. Total of 19 for Torque.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my session hero point. Dice gel.
Okay, I'm gonna do 2.
11.
11.
Oh my god!
But it didn't go into the
But
thing
it
though.
still rolled.
If you roll it, you roll it.
I was 14 or
14?
15.
Got it. You were 11?
Yes.
4.
I rolled a 1 and then a 2 and then a 3.
All right. So, again, same thing. Now you're going everything on the second thing. It seems to be a little low. So you're going underneath certain trip wires and certain buttons. And Torque like tries to get down, and he's actually much more. He must be doing yoga or something. You watch his Torque. He's able to get down, but you watch as his axe kind of gets close. He kind of arcs his back and gets through. Jadobi follows suit. Tallulah kind of laughs at Torque being silly.
I limbo.
Huh?
I limbo it.
You limbo it?
Yeah.
As you kind of snicker a little bit and kind of lose your balance, and you step on another trap. 19 hit.
Can I bless her with something? Like
You take 10 points of piercing damage. From above, you watch as a spear comes straight down, misses your head, but hits you right in the shoulder. It hits you, and it's still inside of you. And Barakabu has to help pull it out, and then the two of you get through to the second thing. Please make your third check.
As I pull it out of her, I'm gonna touch to heal her for 10 points.
Okay.
I am actually going to. This might hurt me, but I'm gonna touch her on her shoulder and cast guidance to give her a D4 for her next ability check.
Okay. Did you have to roll for that? Or you just
mine? Yeah. No, I was just wondering if we speak those spells.
Are they verbal?
You can whisper them.
That
You
means
can
I can't use it
whisper
for
most of
myself,
them.
so-
Like you just can't talk.
Yeah.
Certain traps. You may not be by voice. Third check.
Total of 20 for Farland.
Okay. Third check.
What is it this time?
Same thing.
Acrobatics.
Hooey!
Total of 12 for Torque.
18.
18.
20 total.
20 total.
11.
So you're able to
It's not
again.
very
You kind of this time halfway through. You're staying very close to the wall. You're kind of hugging the wall, and at the last second you have to duck down and get through. You don't quite duck down enough. Torque doesn't. 16 to hit. Misses. So you watch as Torque attempts to duck down, but at the last second he doesn't quite get down enough. But luckily he doesn't get down. The spike comes out of the wall underneath his arm. Goes through. The rest of you get through the traps. Nyx has a couple. Did it again. Tallulah has a couple close calls, but no injuries on this time. Please make the final.
Again, I will touch your shoulder. Guidance. D4.
Total of 15 for Farland.
15.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh no.
13. 19.
I could have used that guidance. 7.
7. Okay.
10 for Torque.
Okay. Can everyone make a dex save? You can make one with advantage. Can you make a Constitution save, Miss Denai?
Damn, that's rough.
Natural
considering I'm
20.
by my dex.
Natural
Nice.
20.
17 dex for Farland.
18.
18.
Oh, natural 1 dex for Torque.
Oh
Wah,
Sorry,
wah,
Eric.
wah.
What was your?
18.
He's a Goliath. They're not very dexterous.
no. Minus 20. Minus 20 total.
Minus 20. Okay.
Minus 20.
Minus 20.
Mine is 20 total.
What was your dex save?
22.
22. So just Torque and who else failed? Was just Torque.
Someone had
You know what? I'm going to use Torque's session point to reroll.
Sure.
I said
I think she
a
had
total of
10,
20 for me.
Got it.
Dexter.
I had
right?
18.
Oh,
Or
someone
can
said
you
10.
use a session point to reroll on a
You
natural
can.
one?
Maybe it was 20.
All right. 7.
Such a waste. As you get through, led by a very poor acrobatics check to begin with, raised the DC already, and then y'all just tanked anyway. So, Farland, as he gets to the end, he thinks he's past the very last trap. What was the range on your trap? was 120 feet.
It was 120 feet.
So you're roughly 122 feet from where you did it. You don't even see the very last trap. You step on it, you're like, oh fuck. And literally the back half of the tunnel goes like this, and all of you go tumbling down.
No.
And you all come tumbling down to the bottom. You are all prone. Everyone succeed except for Torque, right?
Yeah, because he had 7.
So Torque takes 7 points of bludgeoning damage. He falls on his face. Good job, Farley. I'm sure Eric will love that.
Sure he will.
But the rest of you, you're now prone in a very, very dark, cavernous room at the moment.
I'm gonna look around with my darkest vision.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, too dark for dark vision?
No, your dark vision still pulls it out. You are conscious now. Your hands are currently bound above your head. You're not touching the ground. You don't know where you are. It is very dark. Even with the dark vision, it's still extra dark. You can do something if you want.
Look around. Do I see anything?
Perception check.
Do we see anything?
Perception check.
I also have dark vision. I lost.
Torque does too.
Oh, cool.
16.
16.
20 not natural.
Another one.
14 perception.
14. Okay.
8 and 8.
Looking around, you barely see the edge of the walls, the space that you're in. You see that the cave walls that you can barely see look to be a little funny. It doesn't look like a normal cave wall, but you don't see anything in your vicinity at the moment.
Cave walls look funny.
Do I see the ground beneath me?
Yes. It's roughly 10 feet below you at the moment.
Can I misty step out of my handcuffs?
Roll a d20.
I'd like to walk a safe distance towards the wall that's funny and look at this funny wall.
Okay, investigation check.
George.
Natural 20.
Nice.
I got a 6.
6. Currently, for whatever reason, you can't do any spells. Like nothing is, for whatever reason, you're not able to cast anything. With the natural 20, as you get close to the walls, you see that the walls of this space have been built with flesh and bone. You see skulls and bones, thousands of them. The entire wall from floor to ceiling. The ceiling is 25 feet tall, kind of starts to curve at the peak, and it's just nothing but just dead bodies.
By the gods.
What is it?
I just cover my mouth and just kind of like walk backward.
Can I try to pick a lock with my tail, or try to pierce the chains with my tail with the new bars that I have?
You can roll an attack.
Natural one.
Natural one.
Another raffle.
Wow.
Clink.
So there is another giveaway open. There's been like 3 at one time, so you guys are just whatever. But we're just doing one right now.
Just give them away.
Can you roll an intelligence check? What are you all doing?
Well, that's...
Torque and Farland both stand up, and Farland is going to edge closer to Denahi, looking on the ground to see if there's any sort of like pit below her or pool of acid.
You don't see Denahi.
Oh, I don't see it.
No one sees Denahi.
I think he's just describing another scene to her.
Yeah, I thought
Because she rolled a natural 20, so she's awake.
20 not natural.
20 not natural. You remember that you have certain jewelry recently acquired.
I am going to...
Do you know what I'm talking about?
So Barakabu just asked JW what it was that he gasped over. A wall of flesh. A wall of bone. A wall of dead.
And it's not like new flesh. It's
leathery.
So, like,
no. It's been there
Jeepers
for a long
Creepers?
time. It's more like it's ash. It's been there for a long time. Do you need me to write it down?
I have my like no detection brooch, but and my phoenix.
We have like a little earpiece that we can talk to each other.
Oh.
So overhearing him saying that the wall that he's at is
My earpods.
flesh and bone, Farland is then going to check the opposite wall from the entrance to this room, just to see if it's the same thing.
Okay, investigation check. Do anything?
I'm gonna speak.
Can
into
you roll
my
an
earring.
acrobatics check for your tail because you have to depress it with appendage?
19.
19. You're able to get your tail close to your ear without piercing your skin, and you're able to push the activator.
Okay. Can anyone hear me?
Denahi?
Yeah, it's me.
Where are you?
How long was I out? Where are you? I don't know. Fuck. I think I'm hanging somewhere.
That's never good. I hate hanging.
Does Farland also hear this?
No, you guys don't
You
have
do a
it.
lot
They
of
got some, like spy ops earpiece communicators. The four
What
of
show
them.
is this?
It's magic,
I said we
guys.
got
It's
some.
magic.
I rolled a 13 investigation. Check the wall.
Same thing. Bodies for days.
It's on this side too, friend.
What is this place? Denahi's talking to us.
You can hear her.
I flip my ear so they can see my goldish ear crown.
You can barely see it. So like the second that it touches their skin, it kind of blends with their skin to hide. But essentially, it is like an earring for like the entire cusp of the back of the ear that does clamp on, and it does activate through the vibrations of your voice through it. It's something that Leroy had given them for a very heavy price.
With these, me, Barakabu, Denahi, and Torque can talk to each other. I don't know the distance, but she's alive. She's talking to us right now.
Is she describing her surroundings?
She's hanging.
Hanging somewhere.
That's what the walls look like.
Denahi, can you see the walls?
I can't, right? What are the walls?
Do an investigation check.
I don't know where accents are. What's the word Betty?
I'm with it though.
12.
12. You can vaguely see the walls. They look a little bumpy, but you know that you're in some sort of cavern or cave.
She couldn't possibly be here. She has to be in the castle. She couldn't be here.
I mean, we fell down, so why wouldn't they put another prisoner somewhere down here?
They kept several other prisoners here too, so.
I mean, I'm sure these walls are made of prisoners.
I'm gonna try to summon my phoenix out.
That's
Can you come out? Can you come out? Shit.
What does the air smell like in this area?
It smells like death.
I'm guessing it smells like death in here.
Denahi, what do you smell?
Do I also smell death?
Wait,
Roll investigation check.
I'm going to sit down toward the ground and just make a large ball of light and ask her, do you see this?
No. What am I looking for?
I made a big light ball, like before.
No, I see darkness.
Perception checks, everyone else. You can do one too.
Natural one.
We're just gonna do coupons all day.
Dice jail. It's gone.
So
18.
13 Farland, 15 Torque.
Well, actually, I can still add to it though. So 4.
You can add to it, yeah. it's still
Eight
natural.
total.
Okay.
18.
18.
It was 13 Farland.
D20 number 4. Let's go.
18. While you don't sense or see Denahi, you hear her in your earpiece. She does sound distant. You don't know what the range is on this, but it's not as clear as it has been when you used it before. The last few times you used it before, you have been closer. However, you do hear some grumblings and footsteps in the distance.
I put out my light.
Good.
I look around for a way out of here.
Okay. Roll on a perception check.
Other than these flesh and bone covered walls, is there anything else within the room?
No, it's just a big empty space. There are 2 exits out of this space, though.
6.
6 that you don't find.
Great.
But you found them.
Oh.
I turn towards the wall. Well, there's no way to get out of here.
So essentially, the space you're in right now.
What?
Right there.
Oh, thanks, Fallen.
Looks like this.
It's a stomach.
You guys are roughly right here. Yeah, it's a stomach.
It does look like a stomach, actually.
The grumbling that we hear, is it directional?
It looks like it's coming from the left cave.
I mean, where else are we gonna go?
Towards the grumbling.
Yeah, I mean, is that our back to the prison?
Well, no, we fit. What? Why don't we go towards the other one? We fell down here.
On a slope.
For
Yeah.
clarification, how far down did we fall into this room? Was it from above?
Like
Was
20,
it-
25 feet or so.
Okay, so we wouldn't be able to get out through that same way.
I mean, you could try, but no, it's.
Like a human ladder.
I can fly.
Or a
But
tiefling
about that point, you do hear.
Yeah, if there was not a way out anyway, so why go towards the grumbling when we could go towards the other one?
Perhaps the grumbling is some sort of creature guarding.
To
Denali.
satisfy her, the other path is that not the same as the path that we came from, the traps that we sloped down into. Like, if we went that way, is it
The
just...
trap came from here.
Okay.
As everyone's going kind of back and forth in the darkness, I'm just going to close my eyes and cast...
Close your hands.
Close my ass.
Close your ass.
Close my eyes. And my tattoos are going to glow like a faint green as I cast Locate Object. And I'm going to focus on Denahi's necklace, or her jewel.
Okay. What's the range on that? 1,000 feet?
1,000 feet. As long as that object is within 1,000 feet of you. If it's in motion, I know the direction. Yeah.
Do you see the glow, or you just sense where it is?
I sense it. It's like a beep on my radar.
Okay.
Like echolocation.
Sonar.
So a beep on your radar, pretty much damn square in the middle. Very, very faintly, she is roughly there. From here.
Does that mean
You
she's
don't
in the...
know which way it is, but she is
So the center, up.
straight.
See.
Yes.
Like if the paths are this way, she's that way.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you don't know if you have to go right or left to get to her.
Denahi's there. I feel her. And I'll point in the direction where I feel Denahi.
I still vote not towards the grumbling.
Can you hear it in my voice? Any day now, y'all.
Well,
We're coming.
Y'all.
I kind of know where you are. Stay put. And I'm gonna start walking that direction.
Okay. Denahi, can you make a perception check for me?
Run into a wall.
Can I try to pick the lock with my tail again?
Sure. Give me 1 sec.
Perception is
Maybe ask
3.
her
3.
through your
Okay.
device.
You can roll a sleight of hand
if
to try
she
to pick
can
the
hear
lock.
rumbling.
Well, no. Roll a d20, add your dexterity modifier, and that's it. Because you're not proficient with lockpick.
Okay.
Boom.
21.
21. You are able to. You hear it click, and your hands are free.
Yay.
You fall to the ground.
Dropping my ass.
She moved.
So there's clearly rumbling coming from one of these tunnels. Can either of you ask Denahi if she can also hear this rumbling?
Is that rumbling any closer now?
It's fairly close to where you guys are,
Yeah,
and it's not. It's grumbling. It's not rumbling.
Denahi.
Forgetting
It's
the
like
G.
it's like
I said grumbling.
a
I
creature.
said rumbling.
I know. A creature is making a noise.
Yes.
It's not like
It's not.
earthquake.
Yeah.
Denahi.
That's why I'm not gonna go towards it.
Denahi, do you hear her growling?
No, hold on. I'm gonna try to listen for it.
Perception check.
12.
12. You don't hear any growling or anything like that, or any footsteps. However, you do see a couple bags and crates of debris right next to you. If you'd like to take a look further, you roll an investigation check.
I'm walking over there already. I don't hear anything, Jadobi.
All right.
I just start walking towards that other tunnel.
15.
15.
Just regardless of what she may say back to them.
15. You do find a greater healing potion
Oh.
with the label of Reaper on it. You also have 25 less hit points than you are at max, just for the record.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I'll tell you what that is in a second. So you should be at 63. By the way.
Which way is Tallulah going?
I'm going.
This way?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
Going
following
to the
Tallulah.
Okay.
I'm following her.
Torque and Farland are also
Somebody said
following.
that was the grumbling.
No, the grumbling's coming from that way.
So you're going to the right.
We're
Okay.
going to the right.
Perception check. So you're being quiet?
Yes,
Yes.
stealthy. Do we still
Why
have
are we following Tallulah?
pass without a trace on us?
Let's see. pass
Because
without
there's
trace
something in the other one. You want to go face
lasts
something
for
right now?
Up to an hour, but it's a
Yeah.
concentration. So I would imagine
Why?
if we fell into this chamber,
Because if
probably
Denahi's
broke my
down here, she's
concentration.
probably being guarded by something.
Denahi said she didn't hear it.
Doesn't mean it's in the same room as her.
I'm just walking. I don't care.
Okay, your locate spell is 1,000 feet, correct?
Yes.
She's roughly 900 feet away. The grumbling is roughly 100 feet to 200 feet closer. So
Okay.
in theory, the grumbling is closer to you than it is to her.
Question to the DM for Farland. Is his pass without a trace still effective?
Yes.
Cool.
Isn't it like an hour, 10 minutes?
It's a concentration up to an hour.
Yeah, you guys. It's
Awesome.
been on here about 10 minutes.
All right.
24.
30.
Let's see. 33 for Farland.
Nice.
And 21.
Denahi, are you eating something right now?
Yeah, I've rolled in my back.
Okay. So you do
I
go
don't know how
down.
long I've gone
You
without
go down the tunnel for quite some time. It does start to twist and turn for quite a while. The same remnants of bones and everything else. Eventually, you do come to a tri-path in the tunnels.
Do I feel like I've gotten closer to her?
How long does that last?
Probably an hour. Locate object. 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Right before it fades, you do feel like you are getting closer, but it's relative.
Okay.
Can I try to look at myself maybe and see why I can't cast anything right now?
Now you can do an Arcana check first. Then.
Damn it.
I don't know why you keep rolling that die.
8.
8. You do feel like a tightness. You do feel like a tightness leaving your body as the shackles have come off. Good chance that's what was deterring what was going on.
Okay. Can I test and see if I can summon my phoenix yet?
Mm-hmm.
Does he come out?
Yeah. So as you touch your chest,
Okay.
you watch as the gem glows that purplish glow. You watch as the phoenix in just this beautiful purple with the little pink feathers come out and ignites with fire. And Nico is now next to you, illuminating the space that you're in.
Okay. Do I see anything now that it's lit up I didn't see before?
The room is very, very big. You see the walls that look to be just death. And you've smelled this before. You've seen death before. The entire cavern that you are in has bones and skulls and everything else, and it is just engulfed this entire space.
Any exits anywhere? Entrances? Any exits anywhere? Tunnel?
There are 3 exits to the south of you. You are kind of in the end of where you are. There are 2 on the side, 1 in the middle.
At this fork in the way that we're at, do we happen to see any light coming from either or? I think we should go left. How many forks are there? Just 2?
3.
3.
Yeah, that's it.
3?
Okay.
Do I want to? I probably should. What do you guys think?
I was going to ask if any of the tunnels smell different than the other, but they're all death, I would imagine. If there was any unique smells coming from any of the...
No, the smell of the death and the bone is pretty much masking a lot of that.
I don't know, Judobi. I think...
How many twists and turns did we take?
Quite a bit. Enough to get your bearings off. Rockwell, can you make an insight check?
Natural 20.
Natural 20? You see through the left of... As you're looking at the 3 tunnels... You said left or right?
I said left.
Instincts are sharp. As you look to the left, you kind of turn your face and you see a very large red illumination in the distance, walking to your right. You see next to the red illumination an even larger black illumination walking to the right. On the right-hand side, which direction did you say you were going?
I haven't decided yet.
Okay, on the right-hand side, you see a yellow illumination just standing there. 2, yellow illuminations. Well, I guess he wouldn't be yellow, but...
Yes.
We're not going left.
Oh, okay, where are we going?
This way.
Why?
No, left. It's the same. You want to go towards the...
No, I said we're not
black
going
and red
left.
are to
Got
the
it.
left.
Yes.
And 2 yellows are to the right.
So you're not going towards those
I'm
things?
not going towards the red and black. No, we're going to the right because there's golden people there.
Is that good?
Gold.
That's good. That's good. I'll follow you.
Yes.
What? Okay.
He has the ability to see auras.
Yeah, but I didn't remember. Is yellow good?
Yellow is good.
Okay.
Yellow is good.
Okay.
We're gonna be 20 feet behind Barakabu.
Okay. Can you roll a stealth check, please?
All.
Oh, 22.
22?
30.
30.
35 for Farland.
Did you add your 10?
Yes.
Oh, actually, I have advantage on stealth rolls now because of the boots, and my second roll was a natural 20. So now it's 30.
Plus?
Plus, it's 40.
You have a plus 10 to stealth?
You watch Boo just disappears.
16.
He's in the shadows. No, I mean, like, he legitimately just disappears. Like, you don't see him at all.
Like Torque did the other day, yeah.
It was 16 for me.
And you all still just continue down the path?
Yes.
Okay.
Roll 40 for stealth.
Eventually, you do make your way closer and closer to where you possibly think Denahi is. Denahi, what are you doing?
I'm gonna send Nico in to left, farthest left.
Okay.
Hallway.
How far?
120 feet, and I'm gonna try to walk down the center a little bit.
Okay.
And then try to listen.
So as you walk down the center, you make it maybe 100 feet, and you come up to a dead end. There seems to be something like blocking the pathway. Nico does go 120 feet. The pathway does continue.
Okay.
What are you guys doing?
Denahi, can you hear me?
Yeah, what's up?
Don't move. I think I see you, and we're heading that way.
Alright. I'm gonna step out of the hall that I walked down, back
Okay.
into my space, and call Nico back over to me.
Okay. Perception checks. You too, Denahi. 15.
Man.
9.
9.
8 for Farland, 14 for Torque.
14 for Torque. Okay.
21 for me.
My characters never roll good perception checks, ever.
You're a freaking elf.
Okay. You do see like the faint flicker of light as you are walking through your spaces, but then it disappears. What was yours?
4.
4? Okay.
Denahi, do you have light on you?
I do. I have Nico.
Don't move, I think I see you.
That's what I just said.
Oh. What Boo said. We're following you.
DM's not listening to me. My team's not listening to me.
I was just confused. I thought it doesn't matter.
So we keep following Barakabu. 20 feet
Okay.
behind him.
So, as you continue to follow Barakabu through the pathway, Denahi, you make your way to the main room. Nico, coming from the other pathway into the same space that you're in, please make him the perception check. You all make perception checks as well.
If I get a nat 1 and she's right in front of my
11.
face.
Nat 1.
Are you kidding?
Nat 1?
For Farland.
Oh
Yeah.
my. And you're a pure blood elf. What's going on?
Another giveaway.
6.
And a freaking 21 for Torque.
10 for me.
10 for you. 6.
Oh, 17.
17.
11.
11. Denahi, through the left corner of your eye, as you enter in the space, you see a very deep red light coming into the space from the other entrance.
Oh, from like the
Torque
right?
sees, as you come closer, you do see like the purplish light coming from Nico. You are almost to that space.
I think we're almost there.
We keep going.
I thump.
It's from the other entrance? And
Always thumping.
The light I'm seeing is not from their hallway. It's
No,
from a
you
different
see
entrance.
red light, like a deep red firelight.
Denahi, we see a purple light. Say that we'll be there shortly.
Are you illuminating anything?
No? Why?
No.
No.
I feel like there's something coming here too.
It's very close.
Okay. Is there anywhere I can hide?
I mean, you're technically like right in the hallway.
With a flaming bird.
By a dead end.
Okay. I'm gonna. Well, hold my ground.
We're going to her stealthily and look for traps.
Okay. You can roll an investigation.
When I look at her direction again like I was, do I see something else on the approach then?
Are you doing an insight check?
14 investigation.
25?
No traps.
25?
25. You do see Denahi. You do see what looks to be Denahi in with the yellow illumination. You do see Nico maybe 60 feet away from her in another position. And you do see those other two shapes. They are very close, maybe 65 feet away.
To her.
Okay.
I'm running too. He's running. I'm running.
Roll athletics check.
Ooh, 26.
26.
Where's your wolf?
It's with Aika at the traveler shop.
Sure, okay.
Traveling goods.
Just remembered you had that.
What check is this?
Athletics.
Athletics.
Anyone who's running athletics.
Right.
What
25.
And you're trying to hide?
No, I'm just gonna stand there, and then Nico's kind of arming himself, getting ready to charge at him.
25.
Oh, I'm fast as fuck.
What was your check then?
Oh, it's 26.
26?
Which check?
Athletics?
I'm not running.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're just kind of like dumbfounded
we're-
at them running, and then we just kind
Okay.
of get
So
Yeah.
as you are turning the corner, you see Nico just flying there. As you turn the corner and you see Nico and you look, can you make a perception check, both of you?
18.
18?
Found you.
First.
17.
17. As you two come around the corner, you get there first, but Jadovi is pretty quick too, and he gets right behind you eventually. But you do see what looks to be a very large, flame-like beast wearing black armor, walking beside Jaren, coming around the corner. And immediately, as you come around the corner, are you trying to hide, or are you just trying to bolt to deny it?
I'll slide. I mean, I'm moving pretty stealthily anyway because of the notes.
So stealth checks.
So
Denahi does not see you. All you see is the flame creature. You don't see Jaren yet.
31.
31. Make a perception check just in case. So you as
21.
you see that, you kind of come back, but I mean, there's still Nico floating right there. What?
21.
21. You see Barakabu kind of fall back and look. You're right there as well. You two are you walking or are you?
Yeah,
No, I would say kind of
we
jogging.
we jogged after them.
We'll see. Okay, and immediately Jaren looks up. Where is she? Get her! Can everyone please roll initiative?
Damn it.
Like you can hide with a flaming bird.
There we go, there's like a bunch of crates.
Roll 20 on my initiative roll because I care.
We're not there yet.
No, you're going to miss the first round.
Yeah.
All three of you. But please roll.
You too?
I did.
I did.
So that's our girl.
So,
Yay.
Boo, you're on top? I'm assuming.
I mean, we both rolled 20s.
What's your
Whoa!
plus?
Plus 5.
You already know.
I don't remember.
It's not plus 5.
Fair.
Yes.
Who
Boo.
always goes first?
Not always. Everyone else?
19.
19.
Farland 13, Torque 12.
15.
It's hard for me to roll bad on initiative, but I don't always roll bad.
Mula.
Flaming creature in armor.
It was 19. Denahi, what'd you get?
15.
15. What'd you get?
It was 13 Farland, 12 Torque.
It's a little like.
So we'll go Denahi, Nico, Farland, and okay. So let's have this. We're gonna do this. We'll do that.
Sorry.
So as you see that, you watch. Oh, I guess I should do the thing.
You probably don't like stuff.
Because I don't necessarily have it. We'll say that the cave tunnel that Denahi went through is roughly right about here.
Okay.
Nico was floating right about here.
Is there's a pit in the middle of the room, right? That she was floating over? Oh. Never mind. Oh, there was a hole in the room that she was floating over.
The three of you.
Spartan kicking in the
back
pit.
here.
I thought she was hanging over a tunnel.
kidding.
Don't look at me like that.
No, she was suspended right about here. Or
I thought it
no.
was over something.
Fair enough. It's dark in there.
Just for a marker, I put that there. That's about where she was hanging. And then she went to the tunnel that way. Okay. So, top of the order, Boo.
Oh, didn't see me.
Can't see shit.
Can I? So this creature is making a beeline for Denahi,
The creature hasn't started moving yet.
but
Yeah.
it will, right?
Correct.
And it looks like
It is looking at her right now, yes.
And that's
she's only like 30 feet away from me, right?
You can't see her yet.
Bad.
Peek around.
Yeah, so roll another perception check, just goes.
16.
16. You do see Denahi. She's kind of hiding in the corner at the moment, but yes, you do see her.
And I will run up beside her then.
In the open or just?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, she's out in the open, so.
Well, she's technically in a tunnel, but yes, you does see her. So you're gonna go in front of her?
Yep.
Okay. Doing anything else?
Rockaboo.
Hey.
Hi. You got here quick?
Yep. And, yeah. I am gonna activate my defensive stance.
Okay. Is that your turn?
That would technically be a bonus action, so I will hold an attack if I can.
What is the trigger?
That thing approaching within punching distance.
So you can hold an action. So do you attack multiple times with an action?
Yeah.
So yeah, you would hold an action for the flame thing to get within your range.
Yeah.
Got it. And your turn?
Yes.
Jadobi.
All right. So the distance on this is range of 60 feet. I am going to. Where is I want to get 60 feet away from these guys. Like I want to run in, but I want to make sure I'm like 60 feet away.
Up there. Okay.
All right, my tattoos are gonna glow a brilliant blue as I am casting Ice Knife at the fiery creature.
Okay.
All right, come on. Let's see. What am I doing again? What?
You.
There we go. All right, 23 to hit the fiery creature.
Yes.
All right, here we go. D10. All right, so that's that is going to be 5 points of piercing.
Okay.
And then for the ice damage, how many d6s are there? Here we go. It's a lot.
No,
so it's
not
going to be
a lot.
5d6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Everyone always types in chat, never forget. They were suggesting a thunder wave.
Shut up.
Oh.
Shut up. All of you, shut up.
We love a good callback.
Now is not the time. All right. Ooh, I roll really good. All right, so the bolt of ice is going to explode into ice daggers and hit, and both the creature and Jaren have to make a dex save against me.
Both, you said?
Yes.
Well, Jaren rolls a natural 20.
Fucker.
15 for the demon.
Fail. He takes
So aggressive. 19. Don't tell my
21 points of ice damage.
Okay. 21?
Yes.
Okay.
How do you take the damage?
Looked like it hurt. He's a fire beast.
It just hurt? Okay, well, I want to see if it, like, did more than what I thought it would do.
No, it does exactly what you think it would do.
Okay, awesome. And I'm going to use my... Eros is going to be out as a club, and I'm going to bark up. Okay. And I'm done.
Okay. Tallulah.
But I was missing the first round.
You can use your movement.
Okay, I move.
Okay. So you get closer?
Great.
Are you using your action to dash?
Yeah, sure.
I'm assuming someone says something over the speaker. Mayday, mayday. Flux capacitor, nothing? Code word, nothing? Okay.
Yes.
What are you talking about?
Well, I mean,
they
don't.
Yeah,
I was just assuming that one of the three people with something would tell Torque, help.
Oh yeah, I keep reading Torque's still here.
Yeah. So you don't get you get right about here with your full movement.
Great.
And we'll say if everyone's doing that. Well, no, I'll wait for Torque later. Got it. Because Torque would jump and get a little bit more. So,
So if Torque is actually there, I would probably tell them, like, it might be best if you hide so they don't know how many of us are really here and you can help out.
You would tell them to hide?
Yeah, so they could surprise them.
I think just entering the battle would surprise them, like, oh, those guys are here too.
I mean, yeah, Jadobi jumped out.
Okay, so Tallulah's done. The fire beast is going to come.
Here you go.
Heads up!
25 to hit.
It hits. Roll for damage.
For 10.
Where are you punching?
It's a fire beast. Does it have armor like the figure does?
Mm-hmm.
Can I try to go for its weapon arm, actually?
Yeah. You can try to punch the bracer.
Yeah, punching with the intent to disarm.
Okay.
Second attack is a 27.
Hits.
For 13.
Okay. What was the damage for the first one?
10.
Got it.
And one last time, a 22.
Okay.
For 14.
What's the third hit? What's the third attack? 14. No, what? Why do you get a third attack? That's a bonus action.
Yeah, I activated my evasive stance.
Got it.
Never mind.
Yeah, and when you hold an action, then you're just holding the one action. Got it. So as a reaction, you go into punch. You watch as his form and his flame arm goes back and it kind of like changes its shape. The arm comes out on the left side and takes a swipe at Denahi. 16 to hit.
I'm gonna cast my shield, so it just
Okay.
So
You
it's
cast
gonna
your
be
shield.
like a warm purple.
Okay.
First of all.
After it swings at Denahi, it's gonna go ahead and punch you with its flame fist. 22 to hit.
No.
Okay. What'd you get?
23.
Good.
Dex save for evasive.
Got it. Ends his turn. Jaren is going to very slowly walk towards Jadobi. Make a wisdom save.
Oh no. Oh no. Wisdom save. That is going to be a 11.
11. As you see him, he just looks right dead at you and just starts walking and smirks. And you hear in your head,
"Hello, Jadobi. Get out. You're not allowed in here."
And you feel that your body just tenses up. You can't move right now.
Guys!
You're frightened.
Help!
Well, as he's walking right directly behind the flaming demon, I'm gonna point a finger and boop and touch the demon's armor and cast lightning bolt through him and into Jaren as well. He's gonna have to make a dex save.
She booped him!
I think you're fighting.
Jaren got a 11. Jaren got a 17. Dude got 11.
They both fail. So they take shit ton of damage and give me a
Do it.
Do it.
Dice jail. Gone.
Do it.
Alright, we're on number 5 now.
Oh, that's some bullshit.
That's why you gotta use the tray.
There's like 7 trays.
20 points of damage.
20 points of damage. As the lightning hits Jaren, he looks at you. Can you please make a wisdom save?
Oh, crud, man.
It's not.
It's not fear.
Got a natural one.
I think
Natural
No.
1. What? I think
Can't
remember
just
if we
cast
have
that
a-
on about them.
Boot me back.
Yeah, it's on his turn.
So
On
as
his
he
turn.
gets hit, he looks at you and he throws the lightning right back at you. 22 to hit.
It hits me.
Not quite as much. You take 19 points of lightning damage as he throws it right back at you.
I'm gonna cast Hellish Rebuke as a response.
Yeah!
Just tag your it. Tag your it. What did I say? 19?
You guys are just
When casters fight each other.
Yeah!
It's like ping pong.
Yeah.
Like ping pong.
I'm not
Ping
a
pong.
caster right now.
So he
I
gets.
mean,
Oh, he
wouldn't
didn't get
it be able to
shit. He
contribute
got
to
3
this
points of
right now?
damage.
Good points, okay.
Next be able to contribute to this right now.
He just smiles at you.
Eldritch Blast.
And he looks back at Jadobi. As your turn, Nico? Are you doing anything else?
Yeah, Nico's up.
Woke him up, Nico!
Nico's gonna go in and do like a twisting flaming wing attack.
What's
Yeah,
Nico's
corkscrew.
movement?
60 feet.
60?
Both lines. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll say it's going for Jaren, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
This flies right by me.
Hold on. I got 19.
Your hit points are at 44. Is that correct?
I don't know. I didn't do that yet.
Oh, I got 44. Okay.
He goes for 10 to hit.
No.
Oh shit.
That's
Well.
close. Can Nico make a wisdom save?
Look now, I'm.
Oh.
Ooh, I wonder.
Can I roll again? Wisdom save?
Yep.
18.
18. Okay, so as Nico does his little barrel roll at him, he watches Jaren's form kind of dissipates. Nico pushes right through, and Jaren comes back and just whacks Nico, and you watch as Nico's body falls onto the ground. He takes 8 points of necrotic damage. It's technically prone right about there. You're doing Nico's damage, right? I don't have that.
How much damage? Sorry.
I don't
points
know.
necrotic.
8?
Thank you.
What's his hit points at? I don't remember what.
He's at 45.
Okay. And Nico's turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Farley?
So we're outside the cave entrance right now?
No, you're not there yet. I was just...
Okay, then I'm going to use my action to dash, moving a total of 70.
70. What's your full? Your
60.
60. So you do get right about there.
Okay. Which, yeah, I mean, I'll stay there for now.
You do have a bead.
But I mean, I
but-
used one action, so I'm going to use my second action to take sight on.
What's the second action?
Just extra attack.
Extra attack. You get an extra attack if you take the attack action as...
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Then
You have a bonus action.
don't really have a bonus action. Well, that's not true. I'll use my bonus action to cast Hunter's Mark.
Ah!
Jaren.
There he is. Proud of you.
You get a hunter's mark.
Can you make an athletics check for Torque? Because he's raging.
Alright.
Oh yeah, he's raging.
Athletics, that's 29.
29.
Nice.
Torque gets to about where you are. Can you make another one for him? And
Another athletics then?
correct. And he's definitely going for Jaren, probably.
That one wasn't as good. It was 13.
13 still do it.
Alright.
He uses his ring of jumping and leaps directly for Jaren. If you would like to. So the way that his axes work, if he spikes, I don't know if you read it, if he spikes a creature, he can crit on a 19 or a 20, but he takes less damage. So Torque has 2 attacks, he just raged.
Gotcha.
So if you wanted to spike him, you could spike him first, and then if it hits, then he's spiked. If he's not hit, then you can try again.
Okay. For giggles, let's try spiking him.
Okay, roll for attack.
Is Eric remotely telling you?
No, I did that.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
He said spike.
And I rolled a 27 to attack.
That hits, yeah.
Perfect. Alright, and so that
Accurate.
would be... that's a D10. So it would be...
It's 1d10.
Yeah. Roll a 10.
10. Okay. Did you add his plus?
1 second. So that would be
It's plus his...
8. The normal attack would be 1d12 plus 8, so spiking him is 1d10 plus 8, I assume?
8.
Correct.
8.
No, it's 2d... yeah. So his normal attack is 2d10, but the spike is 1d10.
Right.
Plus 8, yes.
Gotcha.
Because D&D Beyond doesn't let me change the actual nomenclature for the thing. Got it. So it was 10 plus 8, so 18 points. To Jaren. Okay. You watch as the... just looks down at Torg. Second attack.
Can we look up at Torg?
Total of 23.
It hits.
And on the second attack, I will not spike.
You don't need a spike. Once he's spiked, he's
once he's
spiked.
spiked, he's spiked.
So now it's normal. What was your roll?
It was 23.
The roll.
The roll was... so it was 11.
11. Okay. So just remember, if 19 or 20, you crit.
Right, yeah.
That's what I'm asking.
So 23 to attack.
Okay.
And so then that would be 2d10 slashing. For a total of 11 plus the modifier, which is 19.
Okay. You watch just Torque just leaps, spikes, slashes. Jaren screams in pain, just looks at Torque. And it's Torque's turn. I think that's all he's done. Cool. Top of the order. Boom.
Nahi,
Yes.
you're good at fighting fire, right?
With fire, yes. Not against it.
When I punched the fire thing, did it seem to take any damage?
It took damage. Not as much as you would think, but yeah, it took damage.
Okay. I'm gonna hit it again.
Okay, roll for attack.
And I'm aiming for something solid and not the flamey bits.
Okay, roll for attack. Not the flamey bits.
Natural 20.
Natural 20!
Double that shit.
Roll for damage, please.
For 22.
22.
Destroyed.
Hitting it again. 27 to hit.
27 hits. Roll for damage.
For 10.
10. Okay.
Flurry. Coming around with the kick. That's another 27. That's for 13.
13. Okay.
And with that, it's like 3 15s in a row. What the heck? So another 20. 27.
Okay.
For 10. And I need him to make a DC 15 or go prone.
19.
Ah.
Yeah. I mean, it's still 19, but I don't know if he would go pro. But yes.
That'll do.
Okay. Moving. Staying where you are.
Stay where I'm at.
Got it. Jadobi. Can you please make a wisdom save?
Did he cast Hold Person on me?
Not hold person as you think hold person. Cast the same thing that's been casted on you a few times. With advantage, by the way. Same thing that was cast when your sister died, same thing that was cast in the tavern.
Gotcha. Alright,
it's that Travel magic.
Yeah, for real. Alright, so this wisdom save is going to be 21.
21. You're able to fight it off the hold that he has on you. You still have your turn.
Nice try. I am going to cast Tidal. Are they are both Jaren and this fire guy 30 feet away from each other?
Roughly.
Beautiful. Okay, so I will cast. Here you are. Tidal Wave And let's see, it's 30 feet long. So I can do it to where I won't hurt Torque, Denahi, or Boo. So I'm just gonna like flow right over them and hit Jaren and the fire guy.
It says that in the spell that you can control that?
Yeah, so it is, the range is 120 feet. The actual wave is 30 feet long, 10 feet wide, and 10 feet high, and I can just create it in a stationary place. But I'm just gonna say it's like gonna rampage and go over them and hit those two.
Okay, so is it an attack or is it a save?
It's an attack. Oh, yeah, it's a save. They have to make a dex save against me.
10 feet wide, 10 feet tall.
That's everything I just told you. Yep. I'll take this one.
Can you make a... Can you roll a d20? Because it, and I'm not trying to be a dick, it doesn't say specific, like I know you're controlling it, but you have 3 allies that are in close proximity, so it had to be very, very strategic. So can you make a dex, or a d20 roll, and you can add your wisdom modifier? As far as like accuracy.
My wisdom modifier. So that is going to be, I believe it's a +5. So 10 total.
Okay. Oh, what's the damage?
20 points of bludgeoning.
20?
To them both.
So you watch as a tidal wave is created out of Jadobi's hands, rushing water, just a tube that goes directly towards Jaren. And the last second, Torque looks over and he thinks thunder wave for a second, and you watch as the wave goes up, splits into 2, and comes down crashing on both of them. Can you roll an extra 2d12, please?
Of course, of course. Sure, I mean, you know. Ooh, that was good. Okay, so that's going to be 17?
17. You watch as the water comes rushing down on both of them, and you see as Aros's activation kind of activates the water, and the water starts to crystallize, and it comes down. It's like 2 almost giant ice knives pierce both of them. The demon takes an extra 17, you said?
Yes.
17 damage.
Nice.
Ooh.
Wow.
Thanks, Grandpa.
Wow, right? Wow, okay, all right. So that was my action. I'm already marked up. Bonus action, I'm gonna give... I almost said my grandpa, but it's gonna sound weird. I'm gonna give Eros a shake of power as he begins to throb with the power of nature, and he begins to grow spikes even longer and an endless flow of frost leaking from the tip.
What is this language that you're using?
And that's it, I'm done.
Okay. I feel dirty.
You're not the one walking around the giant ice palace.
I'm going to move into the space past Farland so that I can see whatever is around the corner, since I still don't know what we're fighting.
Oh, yeah. So about half movement gets you here.
Sure. Okay. So then I notice that it's Jaren, and I'm pissed off.
I'm pissed off. I'm right and pissed off. Alright.
So then I'm going to use my action to dash the rest.
Okay. Should we try to get to him?
I don't think I can reach him. So
No,
just
you
as
can't.
far as I can.
Do an intelligence check.
And
your mother taught you combat tactics.
I want to say
I'm
one
not
thing
smart.
while she's rolling.
7.
The water that spreads extinguishes all fires. That's one of the answers.
Well, unfortunately, I vetoed that when I made it ice. To get
Gotcha. Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Your
Oh.
your mother's your training that you have received. I'm not gonna give you all of it. I'll give you some of it. You could make it to in front of Jadobi, and you could hold an action. until someone gets close, or you can go all the way. You get about here.
Okay.
You're not sure what's the better option, but yeah, you can get either here, or here and hold an action, or here and intercept. Because Torque is currently
Well, I mean,
engaged.
I wouldn't be able to hold an action if I dash.
No. If you got here, you wouldn't dash.
Gotcha.
If you got here, you dash.
Gotcha.
It's your call.
I've got glitter on me now too.
Y'all got glitter everywhere, and it's not from me for once, so... okay. Cool. Can I...
Oh, it's Boo.
I told you, I had to be Boo.
It had to be Boo.
It had to be Boo.
Anyway, go ahead. What?
I'm gonna stand in front of Jadobi, and can I, like, use my shield to shield him in case Jaren attacks?
Is that you're holding an action to protect him?
Yes.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna use my bonus action to second wind myself to heal myself.
Okay. So your action is to do a shield bash if dude gets close. Got it.
Yeah, that's me.
Fire dude's turn.
Hey, Tallulah, thanks.
1d10.
Okay.
Glad you could make it.
I'm glad that I could say.
22 to hit.
Yes.
Take 22 points of piercing damage. 12 points of necrotic, which is halved to 6.
From the fire guy?
He's a demon.
17 to hit.
Me?
Question. Is your shield not still up? Doesn't it last
No,
until
it's
your
just-
next turn?
No.
Okay.
For each round. So
Gotcha.
each round. You take 26 points of fire damage, halved to 13, because you're not immune, right? You're just resistant to fire.
Resistant.
Yeah. So you take what I fucking say. 13 points of fire.
All right, I have to write it down or I'll forget. I have to write it down.
Yeah. Once I say it and I move the dice, it's over. So you at 31.
Yeah.
Okay. Ends Fire Dude's turn. All right, Torque, you son of a bitch. Sorry. 16 to hit.
Not being here.
Misses.
17 hits.
Matches.
Got it.
I have higher AC than
Torque takes
He only has
32
one
points
HP more
of piercing damage. Half
To
to 16. Can you do that real quick? Before I
I'm a
forget.
good mather.
Good math.
I'm an artist, okay? I don't do math like that.
Can Torque make a wisdom save?
Oh no, he's never good at those.
16.
16. Okay.
He's really good for Tor.
He does take another 18 points of psychic damage, but he still has maintained control over himself.
Yeah.
What the hell did I just say?
18 points of psychic damage.
I math so bad I don't even know what the fuck I say. Okay. That's his turn. Perception check. Yeah, he stays there.
11.
11. You see a potion next to you
I pick it up.
with an E-Rock label on it. Greater healing.
You gave a potion to the person that's not even in combat yet.
I am in combat. Look where I am.
She's protecting me.
Also, the person's not being handled.
Deny.
Yeah, not himself.
Alright, as my bonus
You can't heal
action,
yourself.
I'm gonna Misty Step like 15 feet away from
You
dude.
said greater, right?
Yeah, you did.
You gonna Misty Step?
Yeah.
1 second.
You're doing it like through it. You can do it because your necklace, right? That's the thing.
Yeah.
Well, we all know who Eric's favorite is.
Can you make a dex
God
save?
himself.
We already knew.
$16.
16. 17 hit.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. As you start to poof into the shadows, the demon next to you does one of his reaction. He poofs in the shadows, and usually when you misty step and you poof into the space, everything is dark and you're kind of in this darkness shadow. Usually you can't really make out where everyone is and you appear in the next place. Usually you're alone when you do that. As you do that, the demon poofs into the shadow and you see him, and there's a sword into your gut. You take 11 points of piercing damage and 9 points of necrotic.
Ooh, piercing in. Oh my god.
What did I say? 11 and 9?
11 and 9.
20.
It's like that movie Jumper. I love that movie. You seen that movie? Fucking love it.
Great.
It is.
I didn't think about that. I have all sorts of shit in my head. I don't know where it comes from. And where were you going?
15 feet back, away from him.
Like this way?
Yeah, he's with me, huh?
No, he's not with you, but as you moved, so then you appear on the other side, all of a sudden you see Denahi like bleeding.
Alright. Yeah, I do that. I crouch down a little bit, and then, like, starting from my elbow, it starts to freeze up my hand. But I'm gonna cast Ray of Frost.
Yeah, you never use that one.
Never do.
Okay.
That's all I got right now.
Wow,
that's cool. I'm gonna use Favored by the Gods because sorcerer stuff.
Better, much better.
You're right, even better.
Favored by the gods.
The gods. God wills it.
For those of you about to die.
Oh, brain fart. Hang on. 24 to hit.
His heads.
Okay. It's been a while since I used this one.
Been a while.
Don't you?
And it's been a while.
You're telling me don't do that?
Yes.
Sorry.
You just started a chain reaction.
I did. I can't help it.
I didn't pay attention.
Just 4 points of ice damage.
What?
Frost damage.
The choice is yours.
Damn it! Only took a sword in my fucking gut. Yeah, it's just gonna freeze and then break apart, including his armor.
Okay. Can you make a dex save?
I didn't know you could do that!
Yeah, he took hit points to do that move.
Oh.
To try to hurt you.
Whoa.
Sucks to be you, fire guy.
Dex save 21.
It's 21. So you watch as his ice knife.
Ray of Frost.
Ray of Frost. Okay. Ice knife is where you got shots fired from.
Yep. Yeah.
There
was that.
So you watch as the demon creature, he poofs back, because you watch as he kind of poofed into the darkness. Poof, he comes back, instantly hits, and you watch as his body locks up in ice, and then just explodes, and you're able to kind of cover your face, and he's gone.
That was a cantrip well spent, my friend.
Yes, thank you.
I'm so proud of you.
I look over to Denahi and I just go, Frosty.
Both bloody hands, like.
Okay. Ends your turn, Nico.
Nico's gonna use half of his movement to kind of get up.
Okay.
And yeah, he's gonna try to do another wing attack at dude.
Okay, roll for attack.
It always feels good when you kill someone.
Yeah.
24 to hit.
24 hits, roll for damage.
We're only level 5 though.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Ooh, all those dice. I'm so excited.
You did way better than me.
That's some good shit. That's some good shit.
Fucking Phoenix.
Good bird.
Good bird. That's a good
28
bird.
points of damage.
28 points of damage.
Some of it radiant, some of it slashing, and some of it fire.
Okay. Ends his turn.
Yeah.
So Nico kind of gets back and just sticks his wings into Jaren's back. He just gets up a little bit, like he barely moves. And you watch as the wings pierce through him. Nico's flying behind him. Wasn't paying attention to the time. We're going to go ahead and take a really quick break. We're going to try as fast as possible because we have a lot of stuff to get through. We're going to go ahead and open this up to our mid-show giveaway for
mid-show
a video
giveaway.
game. So go ahead and enter an exclamation point raffle to enter in the giveaway. We'll be back in 10 minutes or less.
Good luck, guys.
And we're back.
You're choking.
Oh no, Eric won! Congrats, Eric! Woo! We hope you feel better, buddy. Right, Farland.
All right, so Farland is going to move 35 feet into the space to get in front of Denahi, and then he's going to take...
Once Farland gets about halfway through, can Farland make a dex save, please?
Of course he can.
I'm gonna save all the decks.
Oh no!
What'd you get?
What the fuck?
Natural one
All the
again.
fucking ones right now.
Wow.
Holy shite.
We've had what, 9 this episode?
Chris has got most of them.
Sorry, Infectious. You're such an awesome moderator. I love you. Alright, so as he's so busy, I'm so sorry. As you dart, sorry, I get ahead of myself. As you begin, you see your opportunity, you start to run towards the knife, you hear the ground rumble. Boom! When something comes out, you watch 2 giant red hands. And you watch as a face looks right down at you. It's a large, very, very large demon. You watch as the wings come out. Standing right in front of you are not prone, obviously.
You are not. Whoa.
Oh man!
I knew it was too simple.
But because cameras.
Okay. Let's just rearrange everything. Let's just...
You gotta be able to
So that you can see the characters.
Yeah.
I know.
Okay, so your movement was abruptly ended. You still have half of your movement. What would you like to do?
Stand.
In the place where you were, now face where to come out.
And so since I have something clearly right in my face, ranged attacks are no good, so I draw my dagger and longsword.
Okay.
And I will attack with the longsword.
Okay, roll for attack.
Throw longsword.
Mithril.
We gotta talk about that.
18 to hit.
Does not hit.
Shit. Alright.
Whoa.
Alright, and with my bonus action, I will attack with my dagger.
Okay.
That doesn't hit because it's letters.
Okay.
You want it?
Did you roll a wisdom save?
Wisdom.
Is that on my thingy? Someone else should get it.
Really garbage right now. 6.
6.
It's this chair.
You start to run, you see your opportunity, a demon comes out of the ground, you fall to the ground, a little nervous at this moment. You get up, put your bow away, swing twice wildly, miss completely. And it's your turn.
I have an extra attack, so I'm going to use my longsword again.
Okay, go for attack.
I didn't.
No, you didn't even look at it. You didn't even look at it. Just put it.
Alright, there we go. That is 22 to attack.
That hits, roll for damage.
Thank you. Use that one-handed, so it's a D8 plus 7. 14 damage.
14 damage. Okay. Just regular damage?
Just regular damage.
Got it.
Piercing,
Okay.
I guess. Or slash.
Slashing. Got it. Torque.
Alright, so still all up in Jaren's face.
Okay.
He's going to take a swing with his axe.
Okay, roll for attack.
And that is 24 to hit.
That hits, roll for damage.
Alright, he's going to do damage.
Oh, you go
All
roll.
kinds of damage he's going to roll for it. Alright. So that's 12 on the first attack plus 8 for a total of 20.
Okay.
And then gonna follow up with the other hand his bonus attack to attack. Oh wait, I suppose I should roll actual d20 to attack. That's 17 to hit. Jaren.
Does not hit.
Yeah. So he whiffs with his bonus, but then uses his extra attack to swing once more with the axe
roll for
that
attack.
didn't miss. His axe of not missing, and it's a natural 20!
Can you, first off, roll 2d10?
Oh no.
Oh no.
No,
Alright, so
You got
that's
the ring.
6 plus 8 is 14.
14.
So double that is 6 doubled is 12 plus 8 is 20.
20.
And then also a D10 for fire damage.
Correct.
Man, you're good at math.
Which is a 1.
Okay.
1 fire damage.
So that's 21.
21 total.
So 21 total. As you strike with that last attack, you watch as the axe bursts into this black flame. Shoom, and it just pierces right through Jaren, giving Torque an extra bonus
double?
of rage. Please attack again.
Was that doubled?
Was that doubled?
Yes.
I doubled
Yes.
the one
Okay.
that was a crit.
With advantage, please.
With advantage.
Fuck him up.
That was terrible, so I'm glad I have advantage.
Yeah.
Alright, that's better.
What was the
so
roll?
that 26. So now it is a 26 to attack.
No, what was the dice roll?
It was 14.
Got it. Okay. 26.
Mhm.
Roll for damage.
Alright. Alright. 5. So 5 damage plus 8, 13.
13. Okay. Second, just want to double check some of Eric's stuff. Where do they have feet?
Under their legs.
Features and traits.
Because he has Mage Slayer.
He does have a mage.
So
that's when he attacks.
When he casts a spell.
When he casts a spell.
At least you acknowledge.
Okay. And Stork's turn?
Yes, it ends Stork's.
Okay. It's Demon's turn.
Oh.
17 hit.
Just hits.
And 19 hit.
Also hits.
Oh dear. Oh. That did not sound good.
No,
No, it
it
didn't.
sure didn't.
You take 46 points.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ. man.
Flaming piercing damage. So I don't know if you get any
Total,
resistance.
right? That's not the first hit.
First hit.
On the first hit? Holy shit. No, I don't have any resistance to
Okay, so
fire.
46.
So I've taken the 46.
Okay.
Oh, dear.
Right up the ass.
Oh man. Oh man.
16 hit.
Matches.
Okay.
Guys, I think we're gonna die.
At least Farland.
18 points of piercing damage. For the
Ooh,
second
that was
hit.
way
Can you
less.
please make a strength save?
Not terrible in strength.
Oh, balls.
But that was not a great rolls. 12.
Beat me. He goes with the first hand. He just digs it right into underneath your rib. Oh, you scream in pain. Boom, he sticks with the second one, and he goes to pick you up as his wings flap, but you're able to shrug it off. You land on the ground.
3 seconds.
He is just kind of hovering over you at the moment. Top of the order, Boop.
I take a look around, and I think about it, and I rush Jaren.
Okay.
Oh, bruh. Sorry.
Yeah. Y'all gonna get clubbed up by the druid.
What was it?
A 1?
Oh, a 20.
I can't see that from here.
Yeah, none
What
of us
does
can
that
see
mean?
that.
You were in the military.
Natural. You're in the military.
It's a weird dice.
It's a
Can't
natural
you
20.
see
Natural
dice
20.
through coffee cups?
I can, but not right this second.
So that's going to be.
Is that a butt emoji?
What?
Sorry.
There's a butt emoji?
Yeah. Captain Richard posted a butt emoji and it's
It's
fantastic.
gonna be.
I think he has his own like freaky ones. So it's kind of
Of course he does.
17 points of damage?
I mean, whenever you guys are ready.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah.
Oh my
Okay.
god. What? Go.
Yeah, because I'm rolling.
Okay,
26 damage on the first hit.
got it. I was distracted by a thumb.
23 to hit on the second hit.
That hits, roll for damage.
For 10 damage that time.
Okay,
Activating the flurry.
got it.
That is a 25 to hit. For 13 damage.
Got it.
And, oh, okay. then another 31 to hit.
Yeah.
For 13. And I would like you to make a con save of 17 or higher.
Natural 20.
Wow. Well. Never mind.
Your turn? Huh? And your turn? Yeah, he took a fuck ton of damage.
Yeah. And then I just sort of move away doing this.
Where you going?
Just away.
Air away?
Yeah.
Okay. Jadobi.
Okay, I'm going to take out Zin's wand. Maybe I... Okay. Oh man, this might be... No, I can't do that. Okay, I'm going to take out Zin's wand, and I'm going to shoot magic missiles at the demon. And let's see what we got here.
Good choice.
Thank you. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm using 5 of my 7 charges. Here we go.
Thank you.
Dex saves.
All right, so we got 12.
Jadobi's just over there with like a Roman candle.
But they all hit, so it's
He rolls a
fine.
strength save. It's a 1, so
Nah, he's got a PVC. He's got a PVC pipe. He's got it.
18 points of magic damage to the demon. Maybe it's force. Yeah. And so for my bonus, I'm gonna healing word my boy over there who's looking kind of shitty.
Okay.
Wounded.
All right, I'm gonna do it at 3rd level. I believe I have the thing for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, hey, can you post those pictures on Discord of this? Some people were asking this way.
Oh.
And she actually just got a picture of Dave being a creeper.
Yeah.
Really funny. That's what we're laughing at.
Farland gets healed for 14 points.
14
Chris is
points.
on it.
14 points.
And I'm done.
Alright.
Thank you, Jadobi.
Of course.
Great. How is that demon like hovering high or?
The demon's just standing right there.
The demon.
Great.
Crikey.
I look at Jaren, but I notice that Torque's kind of doing his thing, and so is Barakaboo. So I run towards the demon.
Wisdom save. Perception check, Mr. Farley.
Oh, terrible. Nice.
Stop rolling like that.
12. 12.
12. No, you don't. You run towards Jaren.
Okay. I run towards Jaren.
Okay. You find a great healing potion, Mr.
Oh, I do. Excellent.
And then I'm going to use my first attack to swing at him.
Okay.
For 13.
13. To hit?
Yeah.
That's a greater healing.
I notice that I don't hit, so then I'm going to what is it called? I'm gonna Commander Strike and forego my second attack to tell Torque to use a reaction to strike him, and add 1d10 to the attack roll.
Oh, shit, alright.
Whoa, that's a cool ability.
I like that ability.
Nice. Commander Strike. Torque, get him!
And that's a 16 to hit? Nope.
Clang.
Oh wait. Does he have advantage because he has friends around him?
Like what?
He's flanked.
Does that really work reactions though?
I mean, yeah, with a hit.
Sure, why not?
Roll better, man. I have faith in
Do
you.
it. Do it. Do it.
just
Do
take
it.
the
wheel.
20.
Oh.
3.
1 point less.
Oh,
You suck.
jeez.
Alright.
I do suck.
Great. So when that doesn't work, I'm just gonna take out my greater healing potion as my bonus action and chug it.
Okay. You make a dex save?
Me?
Is he gonna try to slap it up? No.
Pour it to the side of your face.
I mean, do I drink it first?
No, make a dex save.
Oh, fudge.
Smack it out of your hand.
20 not natural.
Yeah, he actually goes to swat it out of your hand and misses.
Yeah. Son of a bitch.
Now you can roll your healing potion.
Okay.
Is that your turn?
Ends my turn.
Peasant.
Jaren's a power gamer. It's like, fuck your potion. You're like,
Fuck out of here.
just drink a potion. You think I'm just watch you drink a potion?
Yes, I think he's gonna watch me just drink a potion because I just fucking did.
Can you roll a reaction attack for Torque? Because Jaren's about to cast a spell.
Alright. Better roll.
Oh, shit.
Hey, there we go.
Advantage.
Oh, okay.
On what?
I mean, those are
He's
decent
flanked.
rolls.
For attack.
That's a worse roll, so.
Is that what he's doing?
Total of 27 attack.
27 hits. What was the dice roll?
Oh, okay.
Got
I
it.
was like, what are you talking about?
It hits. Roll for damage.
13, 21 points of damage.
Okay, so Jaren takes 21 points of damage, however, it does not disrupt his spell. You watch as... Can I stop doing that? You watch as Jaren turns into like black mist, boom, and decides to shift his form. But as he does the mist, Torque takes a swipe. Wah! He watches as Jaren's form disappears, and you watch as the demon's form disappears.
No. Well.
Oh.
They switched. 17 to hit.
To hit Torque or Fox? Fucking A. It hits. Yeah.
It's.
Wait, Hunter's mark?
You take 19 points of piercing damage.
Whoosh.
Yeah, I do.
And 9 points of necrotic damage.
Oh no!
As Jaren just appears, you watch as the demon disappears, fucking, and just a knife comes right into your gut.
It's like your exact HP that he took.
Literally.
Was it?
Almost as if he has a way of checking.
I wasn't even checking, I swear to God. I have Torque up right now.
Alright.
Sorry. Okay. I was hoping I'd keep you alive just a little bit. Anyway. Bonus action. Ooh. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe.
Fallen!
Should do me.
I was gonna say, I have almost full HP. Please.
Yes.
Dare you.
You take 18 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
And it's Jaren's turn.
Was it like a bolt, or did it just come over me, or
You
what?
just feel like an essence inside of your chest. You feel like you watch as like the essence kind of just comes off of you.
A little alien bursts out of your stomach.
All right.
Hello, my baby.
So the whole time I'm kind of have Jaren in the corner of my eye.
I'm sorry. I have to say something. I'm so sorry.
You're fine.
I'm resistant to necrotic because of my armor, so I'll take half. Cool. Please
Dragon
continue.
armor?
Yes. Cool.
That's handy.
Yep.
Yeah, so I have Jaren like in the corner of my eye the whole time, and I'm just like fighting, not going ballistic crazy on him.
Now he's in front of you.
Yeah, so when the demon appeared, it kind of snapped me out of it, and I was like gonna go heal him, but then all of a sudden Jaren's there. A lot happened before my turn. So
a lot happens before everybody's turn.
So yeah, I guess through instinct, he's right in front of me. I'm gonna fire a firebolt.
Okay, roll for attack.
Because he was the reason I have that attack.
I almost forgot.
18 to hit.
Just hits.
Always this one. It doesn't sing anymore.
17 points of fire damage.
Okay.
And then my bonus action, I'm gonna try to cast Healing Word on Farland.
Okay.
So I can get healed for 14 points.
Yay!
Nice.
End your turn?
Yeah.
Nico.
Nico, he's gonna wing attack the demon.
Okay, roll for attack.
19 to hit.
That hits. That just hits. You always play squishy people.
Sure to get wrecked by murder.
Just rolled really good against you.
Jaren's gonna roll the legs off.
You like these legs? Yeah.
I think she's up against the wall.
Demon's
I was
going
gonna say Galen was a paladin.
24 points of damage.
It's true.
Well, Galen was kind of squishy, but then his suit was.
But he's a
What was it?
24.
24. Shoot.
Go, Verb, go.
Who did you shoot with your fire?
Jaren.
Hmm? What about Jared?
Huh?
What about Jared?
Oh, answer the question.
Oh, so what was the question?
I was just asking who she hit with her fire. That's all.
Carlin.
So I'm going to stand up, and seeing this fucker that stabbed me beforehand, I'm going to take a two-handed grip on my longsword and try to shove it right through his guts.
We'll just do that then.
I will.
Asshole.
Come on, just lie. Just
Use the undertakes.
15.
15?
Yeah.
That doesn't.
Luckily, I get an extra attack.
Luckily.
Round 2.
So it's like he dodges the first one and be like, all right, I'm going to do it again, you fucker. You're away.
Get him, man, get him.
And that was a 17.
your aim's off. You just got stabbed.
That's true. I'm still in a
Yeah,
daze.
you're in a
Like,
daze.
What?
But the sword is beautiful, though. It's very shiny.
And let's see. With
Oh,
bonus
sure.
action, I can't do anything, so I end my turn.
Okay.
And I just yell, "You're doing great, Fallen!"
Torque's turn.
Takes 2 insult.
Alright, I'm saving my good rolls for Torque. There we go. Gotta do Eric proud. Alright, so I'm just gonna, take the first axe at the demon.
Okay.
For a total of 19 to hit.
Hits.
You gotta spike the demon.
And I will spike him.
Technically, you should say that first, but it's fine.
Okay.
He's spiked. Roll for damage.
Alright, and that is 1d10, correct?
Correct.
Alright, that is 9 spike damage. And then I'll use the bonus.
Did you add the 8 to that?
No, it would be 17.
It's very different now.
Alright,
You're being a trooper.
I'll use my bonus action to attack and make it with the other axe, which is total 20 to hit.
Roll for damage.
I will. Alright, for another 17 damage.
Okay.
And then I will use my extra attack. Total of 19 to hit.
Just hits.
For another 12 damage.
Okay. Brain. Not working. Got it.
And my turn.
Okay. Oh yeah, you were playing as Torque. That's right. My brain was.
I mean, if you want to do all that damage to Jaren, I'll be happy with it.
No.
No.
I sent you a thing too.
Oh.
Okay. Who wants it? Can all 4 of you make dexterity saves, please?
Who wants a little?
Make one for Nico too.
14.
14. Not you, Judo, but you're not by the name. And the dex save is for Nico, not Nagi.
Not me.
26. Am I close enough anyway?
Mm-hmm. Anything within 15 feet?
18 Torque, 11 Farland.
Oh, no, not you. Just Torque.
Oh, then 18 Torque.
What was yours? 14? 16? Okay. all 4 of you, so Nico, Torque, Boo, and Tallulah, you take 11 points of piercing damage as you watch as the demon spins and his wings go out and the blades on the ends of his wings hits both of you, pushing everyone back 5 feet.
That looks so cool on my head.
What was the succeed for that save?
23.
I had 26.
That's why you're not prone.
11 points.
Yeah.
Sorry, how much damage?
11.
So
half to 5.
5.
Okay. Ends the demon's turn. Top of the order. Boom.
Okay, so I am going to throw myself at Jaren from behind.
Okay.
Going just for a straight rush into his...
Oh, this is off.
It would be.
You went unconscious.
Like, just right into his back. Just hard, low punch to the base of his spine.
Okay. Uppercut from the bottom.
Yeah. Uppercut from the bottom. 22 to hit.
That hits. Roll for damage.
And that's a 14. And as I go in there, I'm like, I just really, really want to kill you.
I know.
And then a 29.
29 hits.
For 14 damage.
14 damage.
And then I'm going to reach around, summoning that key out to hammer fist right into his throat.
Okay.
For 22.
Yeah.
For 13. And the final hit is a 30 to hit.
Oh.
For 12. Con save 17.
He failed.
You got a 17, so I match. Can't remember which one that goes.
You win.
I think it goes to the player.
I think when you hit the number or higher than it.
Yeah, I think it's a 17 or higher, right?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Alright. And then I retreat back to a 30-foot distance from both of them.
Okay.
Into a preparatory stance.
Alright.
I do that. I do this thing. Big trouble.
Okay.
Yeah.
60% of the time it works. All of the time. I love Captain Ridges. So
All right, so Jadobi's gonna get a little bit meta. He's going to ask for guidance on what's better. DM, I have 2 ideas. One, I want to take out the gem to see if this is actually real, the gem of seeing, or I want to take this opportunity to throw a very powerful ice knife at the demon. I'm asking for guidance. What should I do? Should I roll something? Okay. Ah, jeez. Just jeez. 7.
I rolled a natural 1.
Hey! Giveaway!
That's just for you guys. Everything that Jaren has been doing, everything feels real though.
Okay. Then my tattoos are gonna go from a. Gotcha. My tattoos are gonna go from a glowing blue to an icy white as I cast Ice Knife at this demon at 5th level.
Oh shit!
All right, he has to make a dex save.
Joey's got a little rouge
All right, so fuck. I even have to hold on. Wait. Get that. Get that. There we go. Please don't fuck me. Don't fuck me. Yes. That's gonna be a 31 to hit. Awesome. So it takes 10 points of piercing damage by the diamond ice bolt, and then he has to make a dex save.
How much was it? points?
10 points of piercing by the diamond bolt.
It's all the damage with all that?
No. There's going to be an explosion. You have to make a dex save. An explosion of ice.
Roll a 2d12 too, please.
Gladly.
Okay. 8.
That's a fail. 10. Woo, they were both good too, y'all. All right, 10, 14, 18, 19, 20, 21, 30. 36 points of ice damage from the explosion of daggers of ice.
Choice is yours.
Killed it.
Oh, as the diamond bolt like dives into his stomach and sticks there, I want it to vibrate and just erupt outward as like the knives just cut his skin outward until he freezes and like explodes.
Okay. Luckily, none of your allies are there.
I know that this was the moment.
And you watch as the demon form just explodes, flesh going everywhere.
Bonus. I am going to healing word. Well, click. Did I click it? Click. I'm going to healing word my boy Farland at 3rd level. I think I have one left. Let me check. Come on, D&D Beyond. Be a friend.
Farland's like the new Arlo. He just keeps getting killed, and then we bring him back.
Oh, that's dark.
Where is Arlo right now?
A bag.
All right, here we go. Fallen sustain. I'm gonna send some of that ice over to Farland to kind of like surround him and give him kind of like a chill of HP. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 points of healing from the ice.
It's like a 7-Up commercial.
You're next, Jaren.
Commercial.
And I'm done.
Okay. Tallulah.
I'm gonna stand up and lunge towards Jaren. Yeah. Exactly like that. And I'm gonna over torque and come swinging down with my axe.
Attack.
And I'm going to make it a precision attack. So 16, 18.
Just hits.
And that's a 10 for 7 damage.
Okay.
That's one of the dice. And then I'm going to do for my second attack, I'm going to swing down towards his legs to try and trip him. And I rolled a 1.
I rolled a 20. Oh, 1. Hang on.
That's what happens when you hit this part.
I know.
Okay.
That's what happened. Yeah.
Okay. And your turn?
Yeah, I had my turn.
Okay. So you watch, Jaren does take the first brunt. Looks around, sees his demon gone. Looks right at you. Pulls from his back, almost like there was nothing there. Pulls out a sword. You see the sword, it kind of swirls a little bit. Edges come out jet black.
No.
At who?
Farland.
Oh.
Now he's just fucking with us.
You take 48 points of piercing damage as he pierces right through you in the life of your body. You kind of start to go limp a little bit. You watch as black veins from the wounds start to creep up your body. Alara sends her regards. Pulls out the sword. Poof. Jaren poofs out of your space. Ends up over here. Jets out of the space. And he's gone.
Fallen! Fallen!
That's fucked up. I run over to him and kneel next to him. And I try to touch him for Spare the Dying.
Okay.
I also rush to his side to use Radiant Healing.
So as you rush to Farland's side and you do use Spare the Dying, Farland's eyes open up. Roll a d20, please. What are you doing?
Using the Radiant Healing.
Okay.
16.
It's only 10 points.
Okay.
But
So you're brought up to 1 point of health with Spare the Dying. You are now brought up to 11 points of health. You feel weak.
Oh no.
And you do see the black wound is still there.
He used her name.
Who?
What?
My wife. Now he know her name.
I hover my hands like kind of like over his wounds. I can't touch them. Is it spreading?
It's slower than other people. It looks very similar to roll a medicine check.
Okay. Fallen, come on, Fallen. Don't do this, Fallen. Okay. 4.
Nico comes and lands next to him.
Medicine is 19 total. No. 21.
21. It's very similar to Ravis's wound.
God, no.
That was spreading a little slower because of just the normal constitution of a heroic person.
I take a vial of holy water from my purse and break it in my own hands over him and try to cast prayer of healing.
Okay.
By this point, Torque has stood up, by the way.
Yeah.
21 points of healing, if that
So
helps.
you get 21 points of healing. Can you roll a athletics check for Torque with advantage?
That was better. 26 total.
26. Torque does get up. He sees the situation. He saw Jaren run out of the room. Leaps with his full movement of ring. Charges down the pathway. Some time passes. You're healing Farland. You don't see this because you're obviously all fucked up. But you all do see Torque just run, charging after Jaren.
Torque, no!
Some time passes. He comes back. He's gone.
He has a tendency to do that.
Okay. I'm gonna reach in my bag, just kind of fumbling around because I'm really nervous. And I'm gonna take out one of the diamond dust that I bought. And I'm gonna just kneel over Farland. All right. I'm gonna try something. Farland, don't move. And I'm going to cast Greater Restoration. And I want the diamond dust to seep into his wound. You imbue a creature you touch with positive energy and undo any debilitating effect. You can reduce a target's exhaustion point, blah, 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 blah. One effect of charming or petrification. One cure, including a target's ailment. Curse to a curse of magic. Yeah, I'm going to try to cure him of this death curse.
Just a straight, there's no nothing with it. Can you roll a d20 for me?
Can I help him?
My back. My back. Come on.
Your pack?
Your pack?
There's a potion.
I search for his pack, or a potion in his pack.
What do I add to it? 11.
11. Can you roll a d4?
Okay, a D4.
Do I find his potion?
Yeah.
2.
2. Good.
That greater healing potion.
Can you add your charisma modifier
Charisma?
to that 2?
Okay, let me check my charisma.
That was greater healing. It gave you 15.
Okay. You got 15.
I never use my charisma. +1, so 3.
3.
4 plus 8 if I help.
You've understood the growth and the spread of this disease. at the rate that it's going, you have slowed it down quite a bit. He might have 15 hours before it spreads too far. With that, restoration is slowing the effects of it. But all other healing effects, everything else is, as of right now, you don't understand it. You don't see or notice any other ailments other than the inevitable. But right now, everything else is working and healing him.
Okay.
But he has roughly a half a day, maybe a little bit more.
It's gonna be okay, Fallen. It's gonna be okay, Fallen. And I kind of give everyone kind of a look like.
I don't know.
Is your mother a healer, or is there anyone who's a better healer?
She's locked behind those bars, and do I think my mother could do anything?
I mean, not behind the bars, and
You can't do. You guys couldn't do anything in that room.
You roll an intelligence check, yeah, or a history check.
Come on, Fallen. Come on now. History. I'm normally good at that.
What was that talk? If we kill Jaren, you think the curse will die?
18.
18?
Yes.
What's that?
He's down the old well.
He's down the old well?
Wow. With that check, you do understand that Jaren or the Travels are the ones pulling the strings for most of the corruption in the area. Did he text you that? He did?
He did to the whole chat, so.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's the best guess the person who created the curse or the ailment, possibly killing him, might release him or may not.
Okay.
Right now, because you know that your mother is trapped by something of Jaren, there's kind of one path.
I relay that to the team. The only thing I can think of is taking Jaren out for this. I think as long as he lives, this magic will hold. I don't see another way.
Cut the head off. The rest die.
To which Torque says,
"Then we must go kill him now."
I need time.
We don't have time.
No, I'm really weak. I spent a lot of my magic. We need to rest before we go after him.
We can't rest. He's only got a half a day. I know that we need to. We're gonna spend 8 of his.
If we go after
hours?
Jaren right now, we don't know what we're gonna run into. I need everything I have.
Intelligence checks.
Nah. 20.
20.
Nah.
Nat 20?
16.
16.
10.
10. With the nat 20, I mean, long rest is 6 to 8 hours. You could take the shorter end of a long rest, gather yourself, come up with a game plan, and then follow through the cavern. You don't even know where he is, so you could follow through the caverns and such, still giving you 6 to 8 hours to find. And yeah, I mean, the place where you're at right now, there's a couple exits, but somewhat fortified.
We need to give Fallen some time to rest a little bit before we do this.
I'm gonna heal him again for healing word.
Well, if we're gonna take a short rest.
Oh, never mind.
"Rest, friends. It'll do none of you any good to fight Jaren in your current condition."
It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right, okay? I'm just kind of holding him by the head, and I put his bow on his chest. It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right.
We're gonna fix this.
What are you guys doing?
We're gonna rest and come up with a game plan.
Okay. Where and how are you resting in this space?
passed out by this point.
Just where we are, just kind of like in the
Yeah.
center. I mean, there is really no good way. Like, I definitely don't want to be up against like these dying walls. So I just want
to
be here. And I want to check where. Okay, so the little thing that shows where Denahi was hanging, is that of any importance?
No, it's just a reference.
All right, just making sure. Okay, cool.
So we need the like tunnels.
You see a chain hanging from the ceiling. That's it.
We don't know what's down in there. We have to prepare for anything. Demons, Denahi, our ice is better than our fire and anything else. Maybe our water, but do you have any other ice spells?
No, nothing.
I can prepare more. I do have something that can help your fire if need be. It's called Elemental Bane. It throws off any immunities to fire. That could help a little bit.
And I have like a lot of hate and like anger in my heart, and you see just like a small swarm of locusts like float around me, like just coming in and out of everywhere.
Denahi?
Try to prepare something too.
All right. Boo. What do you... Any ideas?
We should rest.
We are resting.
Yes. Let's get to it.
Okay. Which two people are taking first watch?
I'll take first watch.
I'll just take last watch.
So Denahi and Tallulah. Can either of you make a perception check with advantage, or both do it individually?
19.
18. Your watch passes with no issue. You do hear rumblings in the distance, but nothing that's close. Nothing piques an interest. Who's taking second watch?
Probably an old Kevin.
I'll take it.
Torque, okay. You roll for Torque?
Nice.
Anyone else joining him, or just him by himself?
I'm sleeping.
I'll just perception.
Yeah, 12. Torque's watch, per usual, seems to go pretty good. Starts to nod off a little bit, but about that time, I guess you two are taking the last one.
I was gonna stick the entire way.
Okay.
I'll take the last.
Okay. You instinctually just understand when Torque snores pretty loud. You hear Torque snore, you know that he's got watch, so you wake up and kind of just lay him down. He finishes his rest. Go ahead.
I'm actually gonna leave.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go look for Jaren by myself because I don't want people dying from me anymore.
Okay. Where are you going?
The path that we saw him go down that Torque chased him.
Okay. Can you roll a stealth check?
First one will be a 14.
14. Can everyone roll? Oh no, never mind.
But I have silent footsteps.
Yeah, it's about sensing too, though. Can you roll a perception check?
Sleep. I can't.
16 total.
16. Are you leaving the beginning part of your watch, or are you waiting until like before they're gonna wake up?
I'm gonna get smart about it.
Well, which one? I said two things.
Just until I'm sure that
They're gonna be okay, and then okay. So roughly about the time that you should be waking up, when you feel like Boo should be waking you up, you startle up. Boo's not there, and you all wake from your rest.
No!
I go check on the fart.
You go check on a fart?
Farland.
Oh.
I'm gonna go out and make a fart, come back.
So just to clarify, so in this condition, would he have fully healed from a long rest?
Correct. Everything is. You'll find out what the.
Just wanted to for hit point.
Yeah. Everything else functions normally. There are some other things that may pose a problem in the future, but right now everything is normal for better purposes. For the next 8 hours. And then you die, and he takes your soul.
Remind me if the ground is like stone or sand or what's the ground?
It's cave ground.
So I wouldn't be able to see footprints.
No, not with him either.
What about a ranger?
Possibly, but that's where we're gonna go ahead and call it. So you all wake from your rest after having this encounter with Jaren. You wake to Barakabu no longer present with you.
Why
and that's
does he
what we're gonna
do
pick up
this?
on Saturday at Kubla Khan. So thank you all for joining. Please join us Saturday at 12 o'clock noon p.m. Pacific Standard Time here on the Ukodor Twitch channel or live if you happen to be in the SF area. We would love to have you. Meet, greets, signatures, all the jazz.
Will it be on Ukodor or will it be on Quest of Chaos' channel?
Ukodor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
So it will be, yes, we are streaming with our partners over there on the other side of the bay. Quest and Chaos will be managing the stream, but it will still be on the Ukodor Twitch channel. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and find someone to raid because we are paying it forward.
Why does he do this? What is happening?
I love Perception Studio. They're my favorite. Puppets.
Puppet.
Locate
Puppets
creature.
are so
Where is
awesome.
he?
So we're gonna keep this D&D party going. If you haven't checked out Perception Studio, I'm hoping it's the same show. They have puppets, and it's fucking hilarious.
Puppets make everything.
Dungeons and Dragons. So please spread the Ukodor love. Show your Ukodor spirit. Follow those guys if you enjoy them. We will see you all on We will see you on Saturday. See you guys later.
We will see you. Fuck me.
Bye, y'all.
See you in person.
In person.